Previously on Use Your Imagination. Getting closer, you watch as the doors burst open, and tumbling out comes two men. One of them looks terrified as he collapses on the ground, trying to pull himself away, but he's too late to do anything as the other man comes crashing down on top of him. This man looks sickly, nowhere near the zombies that you encountered earlier, but he's sweating and pale, and he has this look in his eye of pure, unadulterated rage. And he's just wailing on the guy on the ground, who's now holding his arms up, trying to defend himself. You watch as a couple of guards rush over and pry the guy off of the one on the ground. They begin dragging him away, but he's thrashing and yelling, but the look in his eye never fades. Sir, do you know if your friend was using dead dust at all? And the guy wipes his nose again. Yeah, I think you mentioned that a little bit ago. Well. Look who's come crawling back. A week of supplies left every week.
You three go on a shopping montage. Kai's gonna go on a drinking montage.
Wait, there's a tattoo shop? I'm gonna go get a tattoo.
Matching group tattoos!
Part of me wants to try to steal from Kai, because he's drunk right now.
I was actually thinking the same thing!
No!
Yeah, I'm gonna try to steal from Kai.
Let's say that you grab, his music box.
Oh, yay!
And so, like, it's like a tiny box. It's like the wood isn't like stained or anything. It's just like raw wood. And you wind it up, and on the inside you hear a very like sad like little tune, and on the inside is written Fiend Song. Is Hattie just watching this happen?
Okay, with my 18 passive perception, I think I probably am, because she rolled a 17, so I'm definitely watching. I'm letting it happen, don't worry.
Last time we left off, our party had agreed to stake out the drop point for a collection of drugs known as dead dust, and we are going to pick up the session right as you guys are waking up in the early morning hours. Some of you hung over. The next morning, as you are getting ready to head off and go to the white scale base where the location is. So, is there anything you guys want to do that's really quick before you guys head over there?
I'm gonna make a pot of tea because that's the best hangover cure I know.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna put Humphrey out in Kai's garden and make sure he's got plenty of grass to eat while we're gone.
Okay.
Well, Azeth is just going to sit there and wait. Doesn't have anything to do.
Okay.
And do any of you guys have a preference for tea? I have chai, chamomile, peppermint, raspberry, Earl Grey.
Peppermint sounds nice.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I'll make that then. Do I have to roll for how good the tea is?
No, I'm not gonna make you roll for how good the tea is.
You made her roll for how much she had to pee.
You did do that.
Roll for that.
You know what? Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
If you want to do that, then sure.
That's an 11.
Oh, it's mediocre.
Well, it's okay. It's just not like the best tea you've ever had.
Blame it on the hangover.
Yeah.
Lizeth likes it. She doesn't seem bothered by it at all.
You like dropped the tea on the ground as you were preparing it.
You drop the tea bag. It's a little dusty.
I have to scrape up all the tea leaves and like there's a little dirt mixed in, but it doesn't really.
Oh, Lizeth is fine with that. Oh, does not care.
It's a little bit muddy.
Oh gosh, gross.
Wait, why is there mud in your house?
Well, it's a dirt floor. It's like a baby shack, yeah.
Oh.
It's just like a tiny little shack behind the Blind Beholder bar.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Teth, was there anything that you wanted to do?
No. I'm gonna play a jaunty little tune on my lute while all of this is happening.
Oh, my head.
I can imagine just like the Benny Hill theme while he's scraping up the tea leaves. Okay, so if that's it.
Well, you all might notice that there's one member of the party missing.
Jeffrey? Jeffrey?
Craig?
We get a construct and name it Craig.
That would be amazing.
Now I have to find a way to make you guys do that.
Oh, that'd be great.
But yeah, Jeffrey is not here anymore. And that's why Lizeth is just kind of sitting in the middle of the floor, sipping on tea.
Teth just plays a sad, like, morning tune.
But also, wait, who's Jeffrey?
Our own! Our own!
So well!
Hold on, I'm looking for my notes.
But that's so in character, though.
Oh my gosh,
It
yeah.
is.
Character.
Oh god, that meme is just so perfect for you.
It's perfect.
Kai pours some of his tea out the window in remembrance.
Pour one out for the homies.
Jeffrey.
God!
That's perfect. You couldn't write this stuff. Oh my gosh. Are we good? Do you have your notes?
No, I just have a million docs in my Google Drive titled Untitled Document, so I'm just like going through them now.
Oh my god, I write mine down on paper, so.
Well,
Yeah, I have a tiny
originally,
notepad.
But then I threw out the notebook for some reason, and so I was like, okay, guess I should do it in my online, so I can't throw it out. But also now I can't find it, so.
This is so in character.
This is why we need communal notes on like a communal Google Drive folder.
See, normally I play I've been playing a lot of other D&D, and I play really, really high intelligence characters. Playing Teth is such a break for me, because I don't even know what is happening, ever.
But yes, Jeffrey is missing, and Lizeth does not look happy about it.
It's the first 5 minutes of this is gonna be us losing our minds.
Yeah.
It always is.
Okay.
Okay, I found some D&D notes, but there's only one bullet point, and this is Wraith, and that's it.
That's a great summary.
So I'm not sure where they went.
I'm so glad Hattie just remembers everything, and I also remember everything, because it just makes it easier.
My gosh. This already off to a good start.
Oh, yeah.
Whew.
we all ready?
I hope so.
I don't know what's happening over there.
Well, I've given up on trying to find my nose, so I'm just starting with my nose.
Oh gosh. Okay. Are we good?
Yeah.
Go ahead. All right.
Yeah.
If that's what you guys are done doing, whatever before you go over to the base for the stakeout. Are you done with whatever you were doing?
Well, is no
Yeah.
one going to ask about what happened?
He's just a really good point.
No idea.
Didn't we like give him away?
I've been waiting, and Leseth is just waiting, just sipping on tea,
So
sitting in the
Leseth,
middle of the
what-
floor.
While Teth
did
is
you
having an
do with
existential
Jeffrey?
crisis.
She's
Leseth,
rebooting.
where's Jeffrey?
You just hear Teth screaming in the background.
Windows startup noise suddenly.
Well, I went up to the Temple of Melora, and I didn't plan on it, but once I got up there, I was asking them about the vision that I saw that Melora gave me, and of course they didn't have any information for me. But then I had an idea. I figured the priests of the temple would take care of Jeffrey. Because I just don't think we can carry him around. Especially if we don't know where we're going right now.
Well, the one good thing to come out of this is that I don't have to keep hiding sweets from him.
Yes, that was a bit of an issue. I think they will take care of him. I made them promise they would.
I so hope so. He was so cute. What was he? I don't really remember what he looks like anymore.
We can go visit him
My head.
anytime we want. We could go visit him now.
Yeah, you have visitation rights.
Oh, but my head hurts, and I don't know if I'll be able to handle this tension of all those animals together, so maybe another time.
When are we gonna do the stakeout?
Like, you're getting ready to walk over there, like now. That's what
Are we-
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're waking up early to go over there and stake it out.
Wonderful. Delicious.
We're doing it in the day? This is when it's gonna happen, or do we know if it's
In
gonna
the-
happen at night?
In the early morning.
So it's like 3 a.m.?
More like 4:30-ish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's early.
I'm just playing my lute at 4:30.
Screaming out in the yard at 4:30 a.m.
Because I don't think we ever actually had a plan for, like, getting up super early or like, doing it at night or in the middle of the day. So I was wondering. I
No.
was kind of asking everyone else in the room, like, when are we going to do this thing?
Well, hopefully now. Like, is everyone ready? I've put all my stuff in my
Yeah,
bag and everything
I'm
away.
ready. I have some spells prepared that I think could really help us with what we're trying to do. I have a
Me as
few
well.
ideas.
I have one half-baked idea.
I have
I
like
also have
4
an idea.
different ideas for how we can do this.
So then I'll be relying on you.
I'm used to tracking prey, so I
Exciting.
think I can help quite a bit with this.
Well, how about as we walk over there, we share our ideas and decide on which one?
Okay.
Okay, so as you guys are making your way to the White Scale base, I guess I forgot to put in a description of the base last time, but this place is actually really big. The building, it looks like before whatever destruction fell upon this area, it could have been really nice house. You guys are standing on the makeshift sidewalk, and there's a short wrought iron fence around the property, except sections of it are missing or fallen over. The main house is a couple of stories high, and you see that the windows along the exterior wall are shattered. No element of glass left behind. Whether this was done by the people here now or as a result of the destruction, you don't know. And the path leading up to the front door is in ruins and incredibly difficult to walk on, especially with the inclusion of the snow and muck that covers this area. The stone steps leading up to the front porch are cracked. One crack goes up the center and branches out into the actual porch itself, creating a web-like pattern. And there's a column on either side supporting the awning above the front porch. And one of the columns is cracked diagonally, and the top section has slid down and is being held there precariously between the awning and the lower half of the column. And the awning itself has been damaged, and there are chunks of it on the porch itself. And as you guys approach, you see a woman standing by the door. She's leaning up against the undamaged column. She's a rather muscular and heavy-set woman, elven woman with dark skin. Her hair is very short. It's a deep red color with hints of gray throughout. One of her eyes is a deep amber color, while her left eye is a milky white. And from her hairline all the way down to her jaw is a jagged scar that goes directly through her left eye. On her right cheek is a mark that you recognize, Kai, as being the mark of the white scales. It's a solid white tattoo in the shape of a dragon scale, and this mark is rather common in this area of town as the mark most proud members of the organization wear to make themselves known. Her clothing is more thick, intended to protect her from the elements of this area, and she watches you guys approach and nods her head in your direction when you get closer.
Have I met this woman before?
No.
Okay. Also, is she cute?
Sure.
Nice. Okay.
My name is Taliana. Durgrak sent me to escort you to the drop point inside. I'm just
Lovely
here to
job.
supervise. Now, if you'll follow me. And she kicks off the column she was leaning on and turns to the front door to go inside. And she turns her head in your direction and waves her hand to usher you to follow her.
Don't mind if I do.
Heading inside, you come to a large foyer. The marble floor is cracked and dirty. At the center of the room, there's a chandelier that used to be on the ceiling but is now on the floor, with broken glass surrounding it. The white scale mark has been painted on one of the walls as well, and she leads you through one of the back hallways. On either side, you see a few rooms as you pass. Some of them have boxes, some of them have cots. One of the rooms appears to be an armory of sorts, and eventually you come to a fairly large room, what could have been maybe a bedroom of some kind. There's a large box, a couple of tables in the far right corner, there's an old mattress on the floor, and the doorway to a walk-in closet in the left corner, the door ripped off the hinges and propped up against the wall. And the nightstand is upended on the floor, and there's an old rolled-up carpet simply propped up against the wall. This is where the drugs are left every time. I leave you to your business here. Do what you need to take care of this. I don't care either way. Just don't wander off. We might have a problem if that happens, and I don't want there to be a problem. And with that, Taliana turns to take her leave. And don't destroy everything if you don't mind. And then she continues on her way.
Thanks, love. Alright, so my plan was to cast silence. That way, if we hide, they won't be able to hear us, like, breathing or moving around. But that's
guess
about
what?
all I got.
I have a map for that room.
A map? Oh, shoot!
Yeah, so the
map.
hallway that you guys came through, and I think the foyer of the house should be available for you guys to see, and you can see the walk-in closet is there too. So you guys can take the time to kind of strategize how you guys want to.
I just did a giant, like, thing across the... There, I'll just hide it. There you go.
What did you do? I didn't...
There was a giant... I actually...
Oh, I
forgot
see it now.
I was on pen. I'll just move it over, because I couldn't remember how to delete it, so...
I think you just click on it and then press delete on your keyboard.
Oh, well. There we go. Okay.
We've all
Nothing
done that
happened.
once or twice. Okay, so you guys can use that map to kind of figure out where everything is and how you're going to strategize or stake out this room.
What is this thing right here?
That
That
is
I'm scared to
the that is the bedside table.
Oh, okay.
that's been flipped over. It's literally just a chest with like a tablecloth on top of it because Dungeon Painter Studio didn't have one readily available to me, so there you go.
Can I look inside it?
I mean, there's nothing in it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you.
Would you ladies like to join me in the walk-in closet?
Okay.
Are we
I mean, I haven't been in one of these since I came
plans
out
in the
of it,
walk-in
so.
closet?
Did you guys miss my joke?
No, I didn't.
I haven't been in one of these since I came out of it.
Oh God.
Good gracious. Okay, so now what?
Okay.
Now we're all
Discussing
in the
plans.
How are we gonna do this?
So I can cast silence on us if you'd like that.
Okay. But then we wouldn't be able to communicate.
Or cast
I could
spells with
cast
vocal.
Pass Without a Trace, and we would be extra quiet, but
That
not
would be a better idea.
incapable of making noise.
So then we could still communicate, but it would be harder for them to hear us.
Yes.
Yes.
That sounds good.
I also had a similar idea to Kai's, except a little different. I would also be able to use a silence spell, but I was thinking whoever drops these off probably teleports within here. And well, I don't know if they'd be able to teleport back out if they couldn't say the words.
Ooh.
That's a good point. So, are we going to wait for them to appear in the room and then ambush them? Or were we thinking of following them back through the teleport circle?
Could we do that?
I think. Would I know if we could do that? Can I make some kind of. 'Cause I don't know a whole lot about magic.
Could I help her with that? Be like, wait, what?
Sure. Go ahead. Roll for that.
Okay, what kind of.
Maybe Arcana?
Yeah, probably. Oh, damn.
I rolled a 16.
I got a natural 19. My Arcana is
Oh, wait.
+1, so 20 altogether.
Oof.
Okay, so you want to know if you can follow them through the teleportation circle.
Yes.
Well, you understand that teleportation circles don't just appear with a person, that they have to be anchored somewhere, and that you would have to be incredibly quick, like literally 2 inches behind them in order to get through, because it's a quick amount of time that you have to get through the teleportation
invisibility?
Does anyone what?
No.
Have invisibility, like as a spell.
No.
No. I
That
have.
would be a cool thing to have in this situation.
However, I do have Hold Person.
Yeah.
I have thaumaturgy.
well.
I could maybe make. Oh, sorry, I should be talking. You heard voice. I could maybe make a distraction with thaumaturgy and make something look like it's happening in the room to draw their attention while someone else ambushes them.
That could work.
Are
Or
we
I have-
trying to like ambush them, or are we trying to
That's
follow
what I
them
was-
out?
That's what I was asking. Because. Are we sure that they're going to teleport in here? Because I didn't see a teleport circle in the room.
You
good
can
point.
teleport
You're
without
right,
one.
there isn't
though.
one. There
If I
isn't
were-
one in the room.
So they're coming through the hallway and then into this room.
Yeah, the reason they suggested before that you guys stake this place out is because they don't know where the teleportation circle is.
Ah. So we wait in this room, watch them come in, drop off what they do, drop off the drugs and the letter, and then we follow them back out.
Then Pass
into-
Without a Trace would be the best option then.
Yeah.
If we want to follow them and find out where the teleportation circle is and where they are going. Or we could just ambush them, overwhelm them, and question them here.
Do we have charm person?
I do.
Ooh.
We could use that.
Also,
Charm them, let us...
if we
guide
think
them.
it's too risky for all of us to try to follow them as a group, I can turn into an inconspicuous animal like a rat or a cat and follow them stealthily by myself.
And I can make it easier for you to pass. Character voice. I can make it easier for you to pass by them stealthily by casting guidance on you, which will make a little bit easier for you to roll.
Cool. So, which one of these plans do we want to try to execute?
Do you think it will be safe for you to go by yourself? We don't know where they're coming from or where they're,
And if we find, even if I follow them to a teleportation circle, that doesn't mean we'll be able to go with them and follow that person.
Let's just beat them up.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just do that.
Just make them
So-
show us where it is.
Yeah.
Well,
Have someone cast
Direct
hold person.
option.
I can cast it.
Okay.
So can I.
So
And I can
But-
cast charm person.
If
I
someone
also
could cast
have
charm person...
and I have sleep.
I think hold person might be the best. So one person
Actually-
can cast hold person.
Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Look at my spells.
I definitely have hold person.
Oh, I have something even better. I kind of forgot I had this spell. I have a snare spell. I can set up a trap and have them incapacitated for 8 hours, possibly. Have them restrained.
That's good. And then someone,
That'd be
Teth,
good.
could cast charm person, and then we could get answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, hold on. Let me review. We finished casting. Becomes a magical trap. Trap is nearly invisible. Requires a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC. Can trap a large creature. Moves into spell's radius. Creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be magically hoisted into the air, leaving it hanging upside down 3 feet above the ground or the floor. Creature is restrained until the spell ends. Restrained creature can make a dexterity saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. Alternatively, the creature or someone else who can reach it use an action to make an Arcana check against your spell save DC. There is the very real chance that they could get away quickly. It's not a foolproof
So just
way of
cast hold
trapping
person
them.
as well as soon as you see them.
That might be able to work,
Or as soon as they get out.
because then they
it's-
wouldn't be able to make.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because hold person is only for a minute, and so we could hold person them and then grab them to make sure they're restrained.
Yes.
So
So that,
do
and then
we
when it
want to
drops,
do?
we'll have them.
Do we want to do the snare spell? Because I can set it up right in front of the door.
I think that's the first option.
yes.
First
And if-
plan Uno.
If that doesn't work, we can do the hold person, and then I can use some rope and tie them up.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
I'm
charm
just
person
saying,
and all
after
that.
they trigger the trap, they can still try to get out of it, and there is the chance that they will. So if I snare them, can someone else hold person them?
Yes, I can.
Wonderful. All right. Well,
Okay.
I think
And
We're
it's
good.
not concentration.
While we're all doing this, by the way, Hattie just gives like a very approving nod to Lizeth. Like, you've earned a little points in my book.
Okay, so is that the plan you guys are going with?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk out.
Yes.
I'm gonna right in front of the door in this 5-foot square right here. I'm gonna cast snare.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 25 feet of rope, take it out of my backpack. The spell consumes it. I'm gonna lay the rope out on the ground in a circle within a 5-foot radius on the ground, and then I'm going to cast the spell, which takes a minute, but
Okay.
I think we have enough time.
Yeah.
And then the trap is nearly invisible, requiring a successful intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC to be discerned.
Okay.
So, and then I'm gonna run back.
Okay. So, Teth, as you guys are continuing to plan your approach and successfully doing so. Your vision suddenly goes black and white, and time seems to slow down before your eyes. And then there are a number of flashes of vibrant color that appear before you. And looking at your compatriots, you see 3 of those flashes of color originating from their chests. Strings. And Kai's string is a deep purple, while Lezeth's is a golden color, and Hattie's is a light blue. And you look down at your own chest, and the one coming from you is a bright red, and each of the strings extends outward and away from you before they meet one another and become tangled as they extend and seem to point you in the direction of the door that you came through to get into this room. And looking up, you see hundreds of other strings coming through the walls and crossing over one another in billions of different colors, some you don't even know the names of, and you almost want to reach out and touch them, but before you can, the color returns to the world around you, and the strings disappear.
What?
Are you okay, Teth, dear?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She's the only one that sees this. Nobody else sees it.
Yeah, I know. Do we notice her freaking out a little bit? Is she freaking out?
I don't know. Do you notice?
Well, I have a passive perception of 17.
18,
So, yeah,
too.
probably.
And someone else has a higher perception than me.
Me.
My passive perception is 12, so unless she's being very, very vocal.
I'm not being very vocal.
Just silently screaming.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm not
You're
gonna
welcome.
reveal this information quite yet, I don't think.
Okay then.
Yep.
But you're welcome for that existential crisis.
But do we notice her acting weird?
Teth,
I think I'm like, while it's happening, I'm definitely kind of freaked out, but...
but if you're trying to conceal that,
Oh, yeah.
you might want to make a deception check.
Ooh.
And you guys make a perception check to see if you notice this.
Oh, I'm good at deception.
Oh god, I rolled a natural 1!
Oh!
I rolled an 18.
We're not using that dice.
18.
It's funny, 'cause that's my passive perception.
18 for perception, rolling an 11. Because I add 7.
13 for me.
I rolled an 18.
Okay.
Oh.
So there you go.
So I notice?
Yeah.
Okay.
The
notice
other
her-
two are just like same crap as always, and then you're just like, wait a second.
What? She's looking around frantically and looking at stuff that I can't see. I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. I'm not gonna say anything. Just trying to give her a weird look. Like, what are you doing?
You're welcome.
And I didn't get a chance to, like, touch the strings, did I?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
They disappeared when you get close. Okay.
I'm still just eyeballing Teth.
You're
Just
welcome
like,
for that. For that freak out before you have to be doing something important. Okay. So it takes maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes that pass as you guys are huddled in this walk-in closet. And
do we have to make a stealth check to see?
yes.
Yeah, well, someone can pass without a trace.
Yeah.
Who's passing? Who's casting Pass Without a Trace? Is it me or is it someone else?
I think it was you.
Okay, I can. Yeah. Snare isn't a concentration, so I'll cast Pass
Okay,
Without a
good.
Trace. After, I'll do it when we hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
Okay.
If we can hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
yeah, so it's about 20 minutes that pass as you guys are in this closet, and suddenly you hear footsteps coming down the hallway. Not very rapid or anything, just kind of at a leisurely pace, and then you hear the turning of the doorknob, and the door swings open, and someone begins to step into the room. A foot in a leather boot takes one step inside, and that's right where the trap is, right?
Yes, it's right in the square, right in front of the door.
Okay, what check did I need to make to see if
It's. Are they expecting a trap, or not? Because it's an investigation to find the trap, but if they don't know there's a trap there.
Then no. Okay, I'm not gonna make a check then.
Well,
So-
hold on. And then it's a dexterity saving throw when they step into it.
Okay, so they've stepped into it. Definitely. They've already put their foot down. That is a 14.
14. Okay, I think it's against my spell save DC.
I think so
Which is
too.
15.
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Plus 5 wisdom.
they've stepped into the trap, and now they've been taken by the trap. So
They are hanging upside down 3 feet in the air. Magically. Just suspended in midair.
and you hear this like grunt as this person flips over on their head as they're being lifted into the air.
Wait, did I have to pass cast without a trace? Were we supposed to make a stealth check? For them not to find us, or... I guess it's moot now.
I think
They're trapped already, so I think we're kind of past that point.
yeah.
I'm gonna say
I
I still
would have-
cast it because I wasn't sure, so...
Okay,
That's a second level
sure.
spell slot.
How long does that last though?
What, the trap?
No. Pass without a trace.
Oh, pass without a trace lasts, that's a second level... Pass without a trace... Duration, concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime we make a stealth check, it's plus 10. You add plus 10 to your stealth, whatever you roll.
Alright.
Sick.
So this person is upside down. What are you doing?
If we hear them, like, grunt and freak out,
Yeah,
then
they like make
I'm
a
gonna
sound
rush
'cause
out the door.
They've been caught off guard.
I'm gonna rush out the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow, and then when I'm gonna hold person for when I see them get out. So I'm just gonna like,
Kai's
have
gonna
it
just-
held and like wait, like come out towards them. Sorry.
Are we all rushing out?
Kai's just gonna peek his head out the door. He's not gonna rush anywhere.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm out here.
Yeah, I'm running out too.
Me as well.
But I don't know what we're gonna...
I don't know what you're. I didn't make this decision. I don't know what you guys are doing either.
I don't know what we're doing either, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
In that case, I'm gonna...
I see everybody else rushing out. I'm like, okay, time to go. I think...
Shit.
Am I supposed to cast Charm Person on them now?
Sure, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. I
Yeah,
cast
go ahead,
Charm
Teth, do
Person.
that.
All right.
You have to roll a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Wait, weren't they supposed to teleport in? This is weird.
No, they teleport... They don't know... They teleport
don't
in
know where
somewhere
they're
and then go
teleporting
into
from.
the... and then sneak into the building and deposit something.
Oh, okay. I thought they were gonna teleport here.
So I rolled a 4.
Okay, they're charmed.
They're
Nice.
charmed, yeah. Okay, so they're just kind of. I like to imagine them just kind of spinning in the air.
Well,
like they're
you might have
dangling-
advantage. DM, you might have advantage because...
Oh, right, you would have advantage. Oh,
because we're kind of... Do they perceive us
are-
as an enemy?
No.
It says, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting.
We're not
you're not
fighting
we're not
them though.
fighting.
You're not
They're in a
fighting.
trap. He doesn't know we
Okay.
said it.
We did just rush
Is
out
she?
and then go to cast a spell at him.
I didn't cast anything. I'm just holding an action in case he gets free. Like,
Kai's just chilling.
Okay. So
Okay.
this person, they are charmed.
They regard you as a friendly
yeah.
acquaintance.
Yeah. So now
Hey.
they see you, and now they're just not struggling to get out of this trap.
Nice.
At this
Good
point-
job, Teth.
Thank you. I point at them. Who are you?
My name is Jora.
What?
Jora. Jora.
Oh, what are they? Are they like their race?
Oh, half of their face is concealed. You can see, elf ears, though. Half elf.
I'm gonna go over and uncover their face and pull back whatever hood they have.
Okay.
Unconceal them.
Alright, so you pull back all of their concealments. You see a pale-skinned, white-haired half snow elf with red eyes. And her hair is pulled into a ponytail in the back of her head.
So, how are you doing today, Jora? What are you up to?
And she's just hanging upside down. Okay, I guess. I don't know.
You enjoying your little acrobatic show?
She's just chilling.
Yeah, I mean,
Upside down, 3 feet in the air.
Maybe this is normal for Jorah.
I don't know Jora's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I ask her why she's here, or is she here to, like, is she the one who's dropping off stuff?
she does have a bag on her.
Did it
Looks
fall
like-
with her, or is she still holding on to it?
It's fallen on the ground. Below her, it's fallen off of her shoulders.
I'll go over and pick it up.
Okay. It's surprisingly light, for what you expect. It is a bag of holding.
Sick.
Yes.
So when I look in, I don't see anything, but I'm gonna reach my hand in and try to pull something out. I don't even know what I'm trying to pull out.
Drugs.
I'm
Drugs.
sure. I'm gonna think of
Think of dead dust, and
think of dead dust, and then pull my hand out.
indeed, you do pull something out. You do
Okay.
pull.
And then I'm gonna. So, do I know this is a bag of holding?
It resembles one, I guess.
Okay, I'm just gonna reach all the way in until I can feel the bottom of it, sort of, and then pull it inside out. Just dump everything on the floor.
Okay. Alright, so just drugs and a coin pouch and a letter come just out of the bag.
Kai is gonna dive bomb that coin pouch and just smash it up.
It indeed does have 700 gold in it.
700?
Like I said before,
Oh,
they
that's
keep-
right. That's how much they drop
Yeah, they
off.
leave 700.
Sick! Okay, I'm adding that to my things! Yes! Finally! Finally!
So pissed. I'm so mad.
Lezeth does not care, is picking up the letter and is going to open it.
Okay.
Kai's just doing a little victory dance in the corner and kind of sticking his tongue out at Teth.
I'm gonna get that back.
No, you're not!
I'm not saying that in character, but I'm just letting you know.
I have a
I'm
business
gonna
to
get
run.
Okay.
I too have a business to run. That business is killing people.
My business is healing people. I feel like I have more right to this than you do.
Are you guys about done?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna read. What does the letter say? When I open
The
it.
letter is the exact same letter that you got, that they had let you read yesterday, or the other day before.
Yeah.
It's just essentially just thanking them for distributing dead dust for them, and it's signed off Contagion of Ice Wraith Sleep.
Right. Contagion of Ice
Wraith.
Wraith. Ice Wraith Sleep. Okay, Jora, who do you work for?
I work for Contagion.
Right.
Simple enough.
But I suppose you're being more specific.
A little
That-
bit, yes.
Yes. I work for a man named Craven.
Raven.
Raven. Has anyone heard that name before? Like, would we know if we had heard it before?
Notes.
I don't know.
I would not know at all.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I also wouldn't have.
Well, Lazeth and Teth probably wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Kai, if you had ever been interested in learning about the medical field, maybe you would have heard his name.
Made a history check or something?
Yeah, something like that, sure.
Okay, so my history is +2, so... And enter. Well, nope. Know nothing about that. Jorah, tell me, does this Craven like craisins? By any chance?
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
what?
I just wanted to make that joke. I know it's a really poor one, but I thought it was funny in my head.
Good gracious. She's just not dignifying our response.
Who's Craven? What's his deal?
What's his deal? I'm afraid you'll have to be more specific than that.
Why is
he do,
he...
darling?
Do.
That was a lot of information at once.
Yeah, what? Hold on, one at a time.
What does Craven do exactly?
He is the director of a hospital up north.
How lovely. And does he have anything to do with this dead dust being distributed?
Yes, but not willingly.
Not willingly. Then is there someone behind all this?
Yes,
Who?
the generals of Undeath.
Shit.
Oh. Great. Do you know anything about an Elias Fry?
I believe I've heard that name mentioned, yes. I think from working with Craven, he is one of them. Used to be, his code name used to be Chimera.
Of course it was.
Great. Does that mean that Elias Fry was a code name or?
Elias Fry was his real name. Chimera was his code name.
Okay. And do you know anything about their plan? Are you high up in their rankings that you would know about it? Or?
No, I was just assigned to work with Craven. After I won the hearts of the two who run the generals.
Oh, you seduced them. Good on you.
No, not like that. I impressed them, made them think I cared about what they were doing, although I don't exactly know what that is.
What are their names?
The Twin Devils are the heads of this group.
Of the
Generals on Death.
Yes.
Do you know their real names?
I fear for my life if I told you.
Well, we wouldn't want to harm you, Jorah. We were just looking for some information. So,
Of course. I fear for the life of Craven as well. Not in the best of circumstances.
do you know where we could find this Craven? Maybe we could help him somehow.
Oh yes, I do. Actually, that's where I came from. Before
Wonderful.
You tied me
How?
around.
How do we
There's
get there?
There's a teleportation circle, the southern part of town.
Do you think you could show us?
Yes, I could.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
You gotta drop her first.
How long?
She starts walking out already. She's like, let's go, guys.
How long do you think it would take to get there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's not long at all. It's
Less than an hour?
yeah, definitely less than an hour.
Okay.
I'm asking her, by the way. I'm
Uh,
asking.
Well then, yeah. Yes, it's less than an hour.
Okay,
Wonderful.
perfect. And I'll drop the spell.
Okay.
Is someone gonna catch
Slumps
her
on the
or
ground.
help her?
Oh, I didn't.
I'm gonna catch her.
I'm not.
Oh, wait. Before we leave, do you think we'll be up there long, Jorah?
Well, you could take the teleportation circle back once we're done.
Okay, so I don't need to get anything from my house before we leave. Wonderful.
And just we're not going to hurt you. We want to help. We want to figure out who the generals of undeath are. So, after Teth's spell wears off, just try to keep that in mind.
Yeah, let's stay chill, dear.
And she nods.
Good. Okay.
Or
Let's
just
go.
Cast it again after it ends.
Okay.
Okay. So,
But we don't know how long we'll be in that town or needing her help.
Well, we have similar goals. We have similar goals. I don't know why I did a weird accent there. We have similar goals, I'm sure. If the spell broke, we wouldn't be hard to convince her that we're helping her. And I say this like not to her, like so she can't hear it. I just kind of like, to them.
As an aside.
Yeah, as an aside. Like, we have similar goals. There you go.
I know that, but I know that, but she was just caught by my trap, so I thought maybe just try to calm things down a little bit.
So she doesn't
But-
immediately go for your head.
Yes. Let's go.
alright. So it takes maybe 10 minutes walking through the streets down toward the southern part of town. And let me get some notes about this section.
You can work this teleportation circle, right, Zora?
Well, I don't know how I would get back if I didn't.
Right.
Okay, so the house that you come to, the front wall is practically the only thing standing. The other walls of the house have been blown to bits, and there's rubble that's now blanketed in a light layer of snow, and the door is completely ajar.
What the hell happened here? In this part of town?
I don't know, you'd have to make a history check on that one.
I wouldn't know. Well, okay.
Kai
yeah.
could do a history check for y'all. Will he get advantage?
I'm gonna go ahead and do a history check, because,
Since you're from here, I'll say that
Oh!
there's a chance you could have learned about this living here. Sure, you have
Okay.
advantage.
Alright.
I figured I might know, because this is the town nearest to where I live. But I rolled a 4.
Well,
Oh, wait.
Which altogether is... Oh, it was a 5.
so
So you know
So no.
everything.
Oof. That was better.
Alright, that's an 11, so probably not.
no.
Okay, I rolled for fun and I got a nat 20, but it makes no sense for me to know anything.
You're correct about that. I mean, I could.
Hattie doesn't care, so she's not rolling.
Okay. So none of you have figured out what's happened in this town before. Okay.
Something bad.
So, like I said, the door is completely ajar, and crossing that weak threshold, scattered pieces of stone and wood surround you. Looking down at the ground, you see a series of broken wooden planks lined up the flooring laid atop a patch of dirt. However, there's a portion of the floor that has been cleared out, and in this portion you see a series of runes and markings almost burned and pressed into the wood. And as you step into the center of this area, following Jorah's lead, the runes and markings start glowing this bright blue light. And for a brief second, Darkness like the night sky, dotted with pricks of starlight, surrounds you and floods your vision. And then you feel like you're floating before your feet touch the ground of an unfamiliar room. And the four of you find yourselves surrounded by stone walls, and in the front of you is a wooden door.
Okay. Where are we exactly, Jorah?
Oh, this is the teleportation room. If you go through that door, there'll be the laboratory.
Yes, but what building are we in? Whose building are we in?
This is the basement level of the Northern Oasis Hospital and Research Center.
Ah. Okay. Basement level of the hospital.
Jorah, really quick. If we were to leave this room, would they attack us on sight or would you vouch for us?
No, you would not be attacked.
Wonderful. Then lead the way. Let's meet Craven.
Okay, so she goes...
About how many minutes is left on that spell? Because we spent maybe 20 minutes talking to her.
How long does Charm Person last?
An hour.
An hour, so it's been maybe half an hour.
Oh, okay, we've got time.
Yeah.
It took us 10 minutes to walk down there, alright.
Yeah. So she goes to open the door, and you see a laboratory, a relatively small room with white floors and black walls. A series of tables lines the opposing wall to where you're standing, and a large table sits alone directly in the center of the room. And the tables contain different kinds of alchemy equipment. Off to the right side, you see another door, and off to the left, you see a set of what appear to be double doors. And standing facing away from you, you see a man positioned at one of the stations in this laboratory. He seems to be concentrating on something, leaning over one of the tables with intensity. His pointed ears seem to twitch as he hears the door squeak open. Ah, Jorah, welcome back. I hope everything went well. As he says this, he begins to turn around, and you see he's wearing a plague mask over his face, and as he turns, he lifts it away and sets it on the table next to him. You can see now a dark-skinned elven man with short, curly, snow-white hair and striking silver eyes. And he takes a moment and puts on a pair of spectacles and looks in your direction fully. And as soon as he sees you standing there, despite Jorah's presence, he stops in his tracks and looks taken aback, almost nervous. What are you doing?
Hi.
Hello, love. Is he hot? Is he cute?
Oh, God. Hattie is just rolling her eyes.
Listen,
So is
y'all,
Leza.
Kai is a hoe.
I'm gonna make this remark right now. You see he has a wedding ring on him.
God damn it!
Oh my gosh.
Elizabeth is quietly laughing to herself.
But yes, he is pretty attractive. He just kind of waves awkwardly in your direction, confused as to why you're here. As to
We're
who
here
you
to
are.
help. And Hattie just is like, we're here to help. Just stop.
Are you Craven? Is that Craven?
Yes,
Do you have any craisins?
I do, actually.
Yes! Oh, sick!
He goes to his office and comes back out with like a bowl of craisins and hands them to you.
Sick. Wait. Kai's gonna cast Detect Poison and Disease.
It's not poisoned.
We just walked into his laboratory unannounced. And he's wearing a plague mask. Never
Gosh,
mind.
it's not poisoned.
Okay. Kai's just gonna grab a handful of craisins and start munching away.
Okay. All right. He raises his eyebrow when you say that you're here to help. I don't know you.
I'm Kai. This is Teth, Lezeth, and Hattie. Nice to make your
Why did you
acquaintance.
give him our real name?
I'm stupid! Excuse me!
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care either.
Okay.
Hi.
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 We're kind of here to help. As much as we can.
We aren't fans of the generals. And we assumed that maybe we could help you.
And he looks up when you say generals. Oh. Jor, you told them about that. And she nods with with a smile.
We kind of charmed her.
Why would you tell him that?
I was trying so hard not to tell him, and then you ruined it.
Well, I figured we should be honest.
As soon as he hears that, he's like, he nods.
The
He's
only
like,
moment when Teth has the brain cell.
when you say that, he nods. It's like, I understand. No hard feelings.
See?
Yes.
It's all good. We're fine. It's a strange situation, but we're all calm.
Strange situation indeed.
Yeah, we've run into the Generals of Undeath. Had some bad business with them that we won't get into. And we're kind of trying to figure out more about them.
Oh, all right.
We also
We're just kind of
had to run
following
in
the
with
trail.
some creations of Elias Fry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dear. That must have
Poor
not
Jeffrey.
been pleasant.
Poor Jeffrey.
I miss Jeffrey already.
I know. He was a good oat.
All right. What do you need to know?
How can we stop them? What's their plan?
Yeah, exactly. What are they doing?
Unfortunately, I'm the lowest ranking general in their ranks. So I'm
You're
not privy to everything they do. I do know, however, that they were attempting with dead dust to spread a slow-acting zombification to the general populace.
Yeah, we figured that out. We just
How
didn't
can
know
we-
that the Generals of Undeath were behind it.
How can we reverse these effects?
I do actually have an antidote prepared for that. I was actually going to send it next week to Delmount because I
Wonderful.
was finished with the test trial there.
All right.
Test trial?
Yes. This isn't the only time that this is going to happen or that they expect it to happen.
Where else are they planning to release this stuff?
I don't know, they haven't decided yet. I have to work on the second version, the second strain of it before they decide, but
Second strain.
yes, by using the information from this time around. Jorah's trips to Delmount were not just to drop off the drugs, but it was to observe as well.
Okay.
The Generals of Undeath are trying to make an undead army?
That would appear to be the case.
Oh.
But you have to understand they are incredibly dangerous. I don't I don't think
Yeah.
that you should go after the twin devils right away or anything like that.
Well, seeing as all four of us are technically undead ourselves, maybe they'd like to add us into the ranks.
Are we technically undead?
No, you're not undead.
We were
We
revived.
died and came back to life, so I
You're
feel
not-
like that might
you're
add
not.
into the interest.
We were
a little
brought
bit.
back to life.
You're
we weren't.
not undead.
We aren't resurrected
died.
I'm
corpses.
putting the dungeon master's foot down. You're not undead. You're not categorized as undead.
But we died and came back. Maybe that would interest them.
That's
a
a
little
resurrection. That's being brought back to life. That's not.
bit. Okay.
And by gods that are the enemy of the Generals of Death.
Wait,
So,
what?
what I'm assuming is they wouldn't
The
like
Raven
us?
Queen.
Oh.
The Raven Queen brought us back.
Wait,
Right.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't remember, Teth? The porcelain mask and
You're
the raven?
talking.
and-
You're talking
Oh,
to
right,
Teth.
yeah. I forgot, yeah.
You're talking to Teth. Of course, you forgot. Before you try to take them on, you need to know that it's not just the Twin Devils and I.
No, I assumed there was more.
Yes, so
But how many more?
the first one closest to my rank, besides Elias Fry, who's now deceased, their codename is Tarot. Spelled like tarot card.
Okay. What do they
The
do?
next. They are a serial killer. I cannot tell you their real name.
Holy.
Something might happen to me, to my husband, my hospital, if I reveal any information about any of them except the most vague I can be.
Okay, so I'm enjoying this adventure more and more as we learn more things. Who's next?
After Tarot is the Prince of Claws. And then
Wait, how do you spell that?
the Prince of Claws?
Oh, claw.
I thought it was crawls.
Claws, as in animal claws.
Yeah, I get that now.
After the Prince of Claws is the Pied Piper, and then Reprimand, the Archmage, the Archpriest, and then the highest of all of them
Slow down.
is the Twin Devils.
The Pied Piper, Reprimand, and who?
Archmage, Archpriest, and then the Twin Devils.
Archmage, Archpriest, and then the Twin Devils. The Twin Devils run it all. Where does Chimera come into this?
Chimera was a former member of the Generals who died.
Oh. He's dead,
Yes.
Well, yeah, he's Elias Fry.
but we weren't sure whether or not he was dead or alive because we never found him in the tower.
Oh, we weren't. We thought he died.
You may have
we weren't
assumed
sure.
that he died, but I didn't.
Okay. Cool.
Yes, they
more
They went
you
to
know.
investigate the tower a few months back and discovered that he had become something.
Oh,
The Puppet
Oh.
Master?
he became that thing that
Killed us.
The Puppet Master, right?
So we killed
That's
him.
what we called-
Okay.
So we killed
Ah.
Elias Fry. Oh,
We
no.
killed him.
Well, I think he died when he became whatever that was in the tower, but sure.
I don't feel too bad about it.
No.
But that might put us on their shit list.
Yeah, if they can figure out who did it.
Well, I mean, we haven't been exactly conspicuous.
No, we kind of took the cart and horses that were there at the tower and went to the
And also
nearest
items.
city.
Well,
Items
the
from
horse
his
is
tower.
fine.
Yeah.
But they came before you guys were there. He had been like that for months. Just in that tower. Like they
Yeah.
came and investigated before you guys were there.
Really? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Does he tell us that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is all a lot to take in. And Hattie's just writing like everything that Craven is saying in her journal.
Okay. So,
What next?
we have 7, not counting the man in front of us.
Raven. Yes.
The Twin Devils are that's 2 people.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Twin Devils is
Right.
that's 2 people.
Yeah.
So we just need to kill these 8 people and then we're done.
Boss rush.
I implore you to not try to kill them immediately.
Yeah.
So,
That probably
could
Um,
do you, by any chance, have enough of the antidote to spare for one person?
Yes, I have much of the antidote. I prepared enough to cure as many people that had not been turned yet.
Do you know if it would it put you in danger to give us some of it?
No, I don't believe so. As long as they don't catch wind of it, I imagine it would be okay.
how are
Well,
they? How are they not
said
going to
that-
catch wind of it?
Wasn't it going to be distributed next week anyways?
Yes, that's why. I mean,
Well, I don't know if Durgax has a week, and I need information on tarot. I feel like that's something he would know about.
He might.
So, if it would be possible, could you give us just enough for one person? As much as it pains me to say this, I need Durgax alive if I'm going to get information about tarot without putting you or your husband in danger.
I can allow that.
Okay.
As long as I get the antidote in time to the people there that they don't turn, because once they do, I cannot do anything about that.
Well, there's already quite a few people sick and in danger of being turned.
Very close to my house as well.
Yes, but when someone turns, they cannot be turned back.
Yes, but what are we going to do about the people who are already sick and in danger of being turned? Are we going to give them the cure, or are we just going to take the one back?
Is there any way to prevent them from turning for another week?
Make sure they're not taking any more of it.
Okay.
As long as they stop, the process should
Okay.
stop with it.
I have a plan. So all I need from you, Craven Love, is just the antidote for one person. Then I can hold that over Durgax's head and persuade him to stop distributing for a little bit, at least a week.
Well, I have the
Get
dead dust
information
right
on
here.
tarot. Oh shoot, yes. Well,
I
I don't know
have-
if they have a stockpile.
They might, but I have the next supply right here
Okay.
in my bag.
Your new bag of holding. And then get information on tarot and heal him. And then we should be golden.
All right. And he goes into his office and comes back with a vial. And then he also has in his other hand a couple of journals. And he comes back and he hands the vial to you, and then he holds the two notebooks up. If you ever need any more information from me, as long as it does not put us in danger, you can contact me with one of these
Patty will-
journals. You write in one, it appears in mine. I write in mine, it appears in yours. And we can exchange information that way.
Hattie is just.
I think we should
want it.
give one of those to
I want
Hattie. She looks excited.
We use
Hattie
them,
is very good at writing stuff down.
we use them in the hospital all the time to share notes between researchers and doctors. I have a great number of spares, being the director of the entire location, so and he hands one to you, and I'm gonna give you guys the magic item card for that.
Oh, Hattie is just like, yes.
There you go. It's in your journal now. This is called the Live Journal, a reddish-brown journal bound in leather. This journal is linked to another identical journal of the same size and color. The user can write a note or message in the journal, and it will appear in the pages of the one it's linked to. In addition, the journal will never run out of paper to write on.
Damn.
Sick.
Hattie is just,
Beside herself.
yes.
All right. Is that all that you're gonna talk about with
I have one question.
All right.
I'm gonna ask him, does he know any of the locations of any of the generals he listed off? Like, recent locations, at least.
I don't. I would have to ask. But
And that would compromise you, I'm sure.
Don't know. Yes.
Well, if it would compromise you, then let's not do that. Thank you so much for the information you've given us already, Craven.
And
Of
if
course.
if anything else comes up, if they give you another location to start distributing dead dust, maybe write in a
I'll
little
be
notebook and send us a
stalling.
note.
I'll be stalling as much as I can, believe me. Before
And-
you go,
And if they do list another town, let us know so we can get there and maybe
stop
help
it.
as yeah.
Of course, of course. Before you go, there's something else. If you want more information on the generals, in a way that's not going to compromise me, I know someone. We've been in contact. Her name is Elysia Nevermore. She has been tracking their movements for the last 5 years. If you want information, seek her out. She
Where
knows
would-
more about the generals than even I do, and I being one of them. Last I spoke to her through a notebook, she was in Sage Lake. She might be able to help you with your tarot problem, if you're so inclined.
And
Okey
Taro
dokey.
is the member just above you.
Yes.
Is he your boss or is he
No, he's simply more powerful than I am.
are we talking has more say within the group or magically physically powerful?
Both.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Okay. I guess we have our work cut out for us.
I'll send her a message. See if she's still in Sage Lake. I'll let you know.
Maybe let her know we're coming.
Yes, of course.
Or that we might soon be in contact with her. Trying to contact her.
And he nods. And what are you guys doing?
Would you like this back? The bag of holding?
Aw, man.
Do you have, I mean, if you need it, I wouldn't mind giving it back. I have,
So, charm person has ended, right?
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, she's not doing anything. She's like, okay, sure.
Would you like this back? Do you need it anymore?
It would be quite useful for delivering the rest of the antidote next week.
Okay. Here.
All right.
And I give it back.
Okay.
I toss it back to him. But I have the dead dust in my backpack. My own backpack.
Okay.
I'm not
Sick.
giving that back.
Okay.
Then let's head out.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's talk to the crime boss, whatever the hell his name is.
Durgax.
Durgax. Yeah. Jora, would you mind sending us back?
And she nods and goes back into the teleportation room with you following her. And the same process kind of happens again. The dark kind of night sky with pricks of starlight surrounds your vision, and suddenly you are back in the slums of Delmount.
Home sweet home.
Yeah, that was an interesting trip. Who wants to go see Jeffrey?
I do!
Let's go.
The perfect use of the last 20 minutes of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
After all that information dump, let's just go see Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I gotta
As you
visit my
guys,
son.
I'm gonna start walking up toward the temple.
yeah, as you guys start doing that, I'm gonna turn to Jorah and be like, "Excuse them. They have no manners. They're idiots." But thank you for all your help. I'm sure we'll be in contact.
Kai makes a call me
Like
sign at
nods.
Jorah.
I'm not letting you sext through my book.
She winks back.
Yes! Yeah!
Elizabeth is just laughing,
And
just walking off, just up
She
the
just
hill.
laughs as you're like fist pumping the air. You're just like, yeah. She just laughs and goes back to the teleportation circle, and with a flash of light, she's gone.
Let's go. I need to go see Jeffrey. And we need to figure out how the hell we're gonna deal with the generals of undeath.
Maybe I should visit Tiz later too.
It's like mid-morning now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. I want to go see Jeffrey.
Let's visit our son.
Okay. So you guys make the trek up to the Temple of Melora. And the Temple of Melora is just covered in greenery and plant life. And there's a tree just like growing out of the roof. Which is odd because this is like the coldest part of the world. And you see on the roof of the temple there's this big crystal, and you guys recognize this is a similar crystal to the one that you saw on the top of Elias's tower before, and the whole place is just surrounded in this like kind of reddish warm aura.
Alright, I go inside.
Okay, and the priest that talked to you before greets you, and I guess he assumes that you're here for
Hi.
for the bird.
Yeah, where's Jeffrey?
Where's my son?
Your son.
My son.
I'm the one who picked him up and took him with us.
I think he's cute.
Can't believe we're having this argument in public.
We can both be his father.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll
Well,
agree to
maybe-
that.
What a fun sitcom that would be.
Let's go see him. Where is he?
The priest leads you through the temple to this this like animal sanctuary at the back, and you see among some dogs, some cats, some goats, and other animals. You see your little Jeffrey just kind of waddling around.
There he is.
What a beautiful boy.
I'm gonna run over and pick him up and hug him.
Okay.
Oh, shit, I don't have it prepared, do I? Hold on. Damn it, I don't have it prepared.
Oh, are you gonna do speed dance
I
or something?
would have if I had it prepared. I was all ready for this stealth mission. So instead, I'm just gonna ask him.
Oh no.
I'm gonna ask him how he is. He can't. He can't understand me. I'm gonna ask him how he
He just
is.
kind of turns
Dude.
his head and blinks at you.
Do you like it here? Are they being nice to you? Are you getting along with the other animals?
Just turns its head, blinks at you, these big wide eyes. And there's just obviously no response.
Yep. I just pet him.
Okay.
I sit there for like however long you guys want to stay here. I'm just gonna sit down and pet Jeffrey. Say hello to some of the other animals, the goats, the cats.
Okay.
God. Hattie, just seeing them all like sit down like little children and start playing in the petting zoo, she's gonna start drinking from her flask and it's like, I'm going to the Temple of Ayun. I'm gonna go do some stuff that's actually important.
Okay,
And she
bye.
leaves to the temple.
Okay, so
As much as I'd love to stay in the menagerie, I would like to visit my friend Tiz before we start investigating.
Right.
So I'll leave y'all to it. I'll go visit him.
Hello everybody, I'm your Dungeon Master, Gabrielle, and I just want to say thank you so much for listening to this episode of Use Your Imagination. You can follow the show at Dungeons and Doodles on Twitter. Don't forget to visit our website, dungeonsanddoodles.weebly.com, to find more information about the show, the hosts, and where you can access transcripts for past and future episodes. You can stream Use Your Imagination on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Podbean. If you'd like to support the series, make sure to leave us a review on iTunes. Again, thank you. I hope you'll be joining us next time.